When you see a wick like this at the lows, pay attention. If the price drops back down into the same area, there's a good chance we could see another rejection wick created near that level. This is a setup at the weekly lows, similar to the setup I showed before at the all-time highs. Instead of looking for a price to reject from the top, here we're watching the price react at the bottom. Now, this is a NVIDIA option trade. The chart on the right is NVIDIA, the underlying stock, and the chart on the left is the actual option contract that I'm trading. But the lesson here is bigger than just the wick or the setup at the weekly lows. Smaller green trades add up. As long as your losing trades stay smaller than your winning trades, you're putting yourself in a position to come out ahead. That's where the changes to the PDT rule can become powerful for active traders. Under the old system, traders with smaller accounts could feel pressure to stay in the trade because they didn't want to burn through one of their limited day trades and then realize they needed that trade later. But if a trade goes against you now, get out. Protect the account. If the setup presents itself again at a better level or a better price point, you can reassess it and take the next opportunity instead of sitting in a bad trade hoping it comes back or turns around for you. Not every trade has to be a home run. Take the green when the trade gives it to you. Control the red when it doesn't and move on. Now look at the chart on the left. That is a SkyVestments structure compass. You'll see me using this alongside many of the trades I take to help identify structure, reaction areas, support, liquidity, resistance, and what price is doing around those levels. Right now, the structure compass is available free during beta through the SkyVestments website, along with free trading resources, education, market analysis, tools, tips, strategies, and much more. And here's another trade, same idea. Find the setup, take the trade, manage the risk. If it moves in your direction, protect the trade and let it work. If it stops working, you don't have to marry the position. Get out and move on. Because the real lesson behind all three of these trades, smaller trades add up. Yes, sometimes I size up. Sometimes I see a setup where I'm willing to go after as much of the bigger move as possible. But that isn't what my average trade has to look like, especially when you're first starting out. You don't need to build your trading around hitting home runs. Learn how to take the base hits. Keep your losses under control, take what the market gives you, and live to take the next trade. Look at this P&L. Everything you see came down to one of two things. Either I felt the trade had reached its potential or could be ready to pull back, or the trade went against me and I got out quickly. Protect your green with a stop loss and a profit taker, just like you see me do. Start small, build consistency, and when you're ready to learn to size up, there's a place for you here in this community.